Welcome everyone to News and Rumor, and we are a full house today. This is DS.
Paloma, Starr.
Lola Starr.
I am here with 2 stars in the house.
So much star power, yeah. Woo! I just came from work, which is why I look a hot ass mess.
You look great. You're wearing Trish Stratus.
I know, I was just checking out your shirt. It's pretty cool.
He inspired this purchase because it looked really nice on me. So.
Oh.
Just like his recent, can we talk about it?
Aww. So let's jump right into the news and rumor. First of all, for the next week's Raw, we have a big Raw scheduled because it's going to be the Raw reunion episode. At first, when they aired this commercial for it, it was kind of a sausage fest.
Kind of.
Sure was. Definitely noticed that too. I was like, oh, okay.
On Raw, they reveal 3 female names. It's Kelly,
Holla!
Ring the Bell alumni.
Yes.
Lillian Garcia.
Okay.
Another Ring the Bell alumni.
Yes.
And then Medusa.
Soon to be.
Soon to be.
There you go.
And then they also revealed that Eve Torres will be there too. So she's soon
Shut
to be as
up.
well.
Who else do you want to see on this reunion episode?
I think maybe some women that haven't really been brought up because I feel like whenever they do like the old school reunion or like WrestleMania, it's always maybe like the same ones. Have you guys seen how good Molly Holly looks? I mean, she's always
she still looks the same.
Yeah,
in
but,
my opinion.
She doesn't age at
And
all.
the
I
like
love
pixie
it.
cut is cute.
Yeah.
Definitely want to see Hall of Famer Tori Wilson, Melina,
would be a good one.
Melina Victoria, I definitely want to
Totally.
see.
Candice
Also-
Michelle. Ooh.
Candice
Hello.
Michelle. Jake also had a really good idea. Seki's next tag match, Brock Lesnar and Sable. I wonder where she is.
Right.
Let's talk about women's match on WWE Raw this week. It was in Nassau Coliseum. That's where Evolution happened last year.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
I am serious.
And
But
oh my god.
That stadium has seen a whole bunch of stuff because that's where also, I don't know if you remember Draws, the whole accident happened where he got like paralyzed when D'Lo like messed it up. And there's something else that happened.
Trish
there.
Stratus debuted there.
Yeah.
At this venue yesterday, we had like 25-minute women's match,
Yeah.
the Fatal 4-Way match.
Long.
And then it got a certain chant.
It's impossible. And now Naomi trying to make it. And nonetheless, going to bode well for Natalya.
Alexa Bliss was very upset and she went to Twitter and she was like, disrespectful.
Very.
What do you think?
Very.
I'm going to say that if you want to be treated as an equal, you have to be treated as an equal even when it's not to your favor. Because women want to be seen as the same level as their male counterparts. And quite honestly, if it's a shitty match, then it's a shitty match. It shouldn't be like, let's cheer for the women no matter what they do. Because if we cheer for the women, no matter if they're doing maybe subpar work, then that's not fair. That's not being seen as an equal. If the guys were like in a fatal 4-way and it was that bad, I think it would have had the same reaction. So I just don't think that you should be equality and the same level playing field only when it's convenient. I think it should be all the time, even if it means sometimes getting booed.
Did you think the match was bad?
I think it was too long. I think it was probably
Okay.
like 10, 15 minutes too long. If they would have gotten it shorter, I think it would have been better.
I feel like had Alexa not been such a main part or focus, it would have been a little bit like better. But I didn't see how it was awful.
It wasn't the worst match.
No, it
I
definitely
thought
wasn't.
that they all, aside from Alexa, because I mean she was playing up the whole scare thing. I thought that was drawn out way too much.
She did like 10 chin locks.
It did seem like the whole match was just like a big rest hold match where everybody kept on doing chin locks.
I think it's tough because it's kind of not fair to just blame on the crowd.
I agree.
It's a Fatal 4 match with 3 of them. They haven't been on TV for months.
Yes.
That's true.
So you are kind of expecting this match to get
that's
over
so true.
with the star
Yeah.
power of Alexa Bliss, basically.
And then Carmella's been like a side act.
Yeah.
With Truth. It's mostly about him.
So it's rough, but I think it's an interesting conversation point where is the line of fans being disrespectful? Because we don't want fans to chant like "I want Poppy," right?
Exactly.
That's disrespectful.
Yeah.
But like, is it okay for them to chant like this is awful? Because they have rights to show that they're not happy.
Totally.
But I just didn't think it was like it was nowhere near awful. Like
I actually think it might be almost a producers.
I think so, yeah.
Given like the agents who came up with this match, not
Yeah.
only the time wise, but move wise, and the way that it was set up, it was
Yeah.
just kind of awkward. I think it was
was.
almost
and
like,
the match was really random. to
yeah,
be
set up for
honest, yeah.
failure almost. but-
Producer should have
Yeah.
done something to like make
I
this
agree.
match
Yeah.
flow better.
Totally.
Yeah. So Bayley had an interesting interview on actually Fox TV FS1 where she was interviewed by Kristen Lee on the Fair Game. Kristen was very confused that WWE Superstar had to rent their own car.
Yeah, I read
and then
that.
drive to the next destination. And she was like, what?
Oh, you're driving yourself.
Oh yeah, we drive
You
ourselves.
don't have like a driver?
No.
What?
And then the question she asked Bayley was like, do you want me to work on your CBA? Of course, CBA is a union work, and you know that WWE has no union. So this is what Bayley did.
Do you want me to
most
negotiate your guys' new CBA? Do you have a CBA?
No, but
Let's make one.
Okay, you know what? No,
Drivers.
things like this they work around it, but
Okay.
it's fun though. It does become fun because
Yeah.
you get to connect with whoever you travel with.
I think it's funny because I think it's shedding a light on of what people don't realize how it works or how it happens. I don't think it's very public knowledge that that's legit. You are responsible for your own transportation and getting there.
And hotel.
Exactly, and everything. But also, I think that puts into more perspective that all wrestlers are known as independent contractors, so they don't have health insurance either.
Yeah.
You know, that's another thing too that I don't know if she brought it up or
It's
not.
still like that?
Yeah.
So WWE did take down a clip that was viral on Twitter. Clip about union questions. So
Yeah.
that's just how it is.
I know there's been talks even like on the independent scene about unionizing and stuff like that, but I don't know if I doubt it will happen. I know there's lots of pros and cons when it comes to both.
While you might reasonably think that the wrestlers employed by him are his employees, that they're merely independent contractors.
Actually, I think it's kind of interesting that question and that problem hasn't been brought up more. And I think
Yeah.
it's just, it's just funny that now it's
Because I
going
think
viral.
most people just like assume that. Because I just would assume like somebody who's like a stunt woman or man would be like highly insured, because that's basically what we are.
Totally.
So there's a new TV show on the horizon. So Stephanie McMahon's gonna be on this new show. It's called Fight Like a Girl. And
I didn't even know that. That's cool. Okay.
it's gonna be filmed at WWE Performance Center, and Stephanie McMahon will pick a WWE female superstar, pair her up with a young woman struggling with a personal issue, and have like a little good moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I looked into it. So it's gonna be on Chibi, short for Quick Bites. It's like a snackable TV app.
That sounds adorable.
The way you just described that.
Snackable
It's like
TV,
a snackable TV app you can see on your phone. It's not out yet. It's gonna be out April 2020. So it's like I think like this app is like really just getting new
like
programming.
content.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's one of WWE's of course doing it. WWE Facebook Live, everything. WWE's jumping onto every platform. That's like literally their strategy.
I think that'll be nice because they're supposed to be like role models and everything. So now you'll get to like see them.
Yeah.
Do like almost what they do at like Make-A-Wish and stuff.
Yeah,
so.
kind of almost like Made. Remember that MTV show?
Oh, yeah.
Made? That's kind of reminds me of.
I think Lillian Garcia has like dug up so many like personal issues, so like they have so many DMs.
That's true.
Which is like a bad thing, but also a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's like definitely inspiring though to see like some of them how they're like overcame that. It's like, oh shoot.
Yeah. The Impact Wrestling Slammiversary happened. And the main
watched some
event.
of it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The main event was Tessa Blanchard versus Sami Callihan, the intergender match. I think it's like the first
Yeah,
intergender
it's the
match.
think so.
in history
Oh.
to be main event.
I didn't even
Yeah.
know they main evented.
Yeah.
They
That's
did.
really cool.
One of the talking points that came out of that match was that Tessa Blanchard lost. A lot of people thought she would be winning that
Definitely.
intergender match. According to the Wrestling Observer, the whole point of this match happening was to make Tessa Blanchard as the biggest star of Impact Wrestling.
I mean, because he did like pass the torch to her in a way, like when he gave her the bat, and then they got up after like they just completely killed it. So
I think Tessa is really, really good wrestler, regardless of gender. I think she should just say she's a good wrestler, as opposed to like, oh, she's good for a girl or she's good in the division. And I think that's why they put her in that spot. I saw the lead up to it, and there was this one like segment that they did where she was being held back, and like Sammy was like legit just like hitting and punching her in the stomach, and that really made her look really like tough and like it like almost like elevated her. So I'm glad they did that, the intergender match as main event.
The interesting news apparently is that because Impact Wrestling was concerned about a potential backlash to Tessa Blanchard, that's the reason they made Tessa Blanchard lose.
I mean, I feel like in that instance, it's like it makes her the ultimate like babyface underdog, like because she fought for like women, and then in the end, like even though like he still like won, he like passed the torch, like okay, you're like one of us, you're on this level, and they main evented, so that's pretty big because that Slammiversary is like their WrestleMania basically, right? So yeah, that's big.
I really was thinking that she would win.
Yeah.
But it's kind of interesting to see where they're gonna go from here. I think if she would have won, it would have almost maybe seemed unbeatable because if she beat a guy, then
I see.
then the girls, what are they gonna do?
Yeah.
You don't want to book yourself into a corner.
Yeah, I mean, idealistically, I would have liked it if she won.
Of course,
but then,
me too.
Like knowing the wrestling industry and knowing some of the fans, like I think big chunk of the wrestling fans are still
Right.
misogynistic audience. They are. I mean, unfortunately, like some of the comments that are on like Ring the Bell videos, especially like interview videos, it's like gross. I have to like delete all of them. This is an option to like make everyone happy. So it's like
Yeah.
I guess it's like a political choice. I guess I'm fine with it. We have a lot of injury news this week. So first of all, Tamina Snuka, she had an injury scare. In a house show in Maine, she had a tag match. So she was fighting against Dana Brooke and Naomi, and she was teamed up with Sarah Logan. Naomi kneed her in the head. She was pinned by Naomi, but after the match, she was walked out with officials. According to PW Insider, the injury is believed to have been concussion. There is no news about how serious it was.
Really, she's like, hey, there's been so many like concussions. Ever since like Evolution season up till now,
Totally.
it's been like concussion.
Yeah,
Like,
and
geez.
speaking of concussion, AEW Star also had a concussion.
Oh yeah, Britt Baker, huh?
Yeah, Fight for the Fallen. So it was during that tag team match. It was like almost viral video where she was tagging a wrong tag partner.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, ha ha ha. But the truth is, she actually had a concussion during the match. Wrestling Observer Radio said it was pretty bad. It's a significant concussion. But the thing is, she still finished the match.
Yeah.
Do you have any experience?
Oh
with
my
any,
gosh, I've had 4 concussions.
during the match?
Yeah.
What happened?
4 or 5. My very, very first one has been the worst one I've ever had. I got choke slammed on the floor, like not even the ring on the floor. Then my eyes rolled to the back of my head. And like after the match, I was trying to put my hair up and I'm like leaning over. And my most recent concussion was last January. I was doing a tornado DDT and watched the move land right on top of my head. It's really scary because there's nothing you could do to make it better. Like even if you go to the doctor, it's not like, oh, put this on your head or take this and be fine. No, it's just like
You have to like see it through.
Exactly. The very first one I had, I remember being dizzy for like 2 weeks after that.
So what do you think of Britt Baker like finishing the match?
Sometimes you legit just like go through it and you don't even like notice.
Adrenaline.
Like exactly. Like adrenaline, you just keep on going and you're just like on autopilot and at the end of the match you're like, I have no idea how I did that match or I have no idea what I did during that match.
Yeah.
Lastly, we have some update from Mickie James. She had an
Yeah,
ACL
I
injury
just read that before coming
in a
on.
house show.
Oh.
She just gave us an update. The surgery was a complete success.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so I mean, of course, ACL takes tons of time to
Yeah.
recover.
Yeah.
Nia Jax is going through ACL
Double
recovery.
one.
Yeah.
That's true. And then who's Team Kick?
I think-
Entire
oh,
Team
yeah.
Kick
Yeah.
is out
Yeah.
with ACL.
Layla had an ACL too, right?
Yeah.
Hope to see Mickie James back, but it's going to be probably 2020.
I think she mentioned too
Yeah.
something about like if she comes back.
Yeah.
I think she mentioned something like
Yeah,
that.
that's
But
very
I hope she does come back, even if it is for like one more big retirement match or
Yeah.
one more run.
Yeah.
I really wish her the best and a speedy recovery.
Yeah.
Well, that is it for News and Rumor. Thank you so much. Where can we find you, Paloma?
You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Paloma Starr with 2 R's. And I have some upcoming shows.
Yes.
August 9th, I'll be at Galley Lucha Libre in Villa Park, Illinois. August 10th, I'll be back at Kaju at Lake in the Hills again.
Very cool. Who are you facing?
I don't know yet.
You don't know yet. It's
We'll
gonna be a
see.
mystery. We'll
Yeah,
see.
whoever it is, I'm gonna beat him. So.
All right.
say.
You can find me at DS Shin. I have an event coming up this weekend. On Saturday, I'm going to be hosting a K-pop competition
Really?
in Chicago.
I have something else really great coming up, but I can't say it just yet.
We have a big news coming up, so that video will drop very soon. All right. Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Bye.